Okay, so you want to live rent-free. Got a best option for you. We specialize in managing short-term rentals, mid-term rentals, and I think having a duplex is probably the best option, and there's so many benefits. We want to showcase some of the units we manage and kind of go over some things with you. So maybe you may want to take that route. I'm not sure if you're, empty nester or first-time home buyer or you're looking to invest. I'm telling you, this is the way to go. So first things first, if you're a first-time home buyer, maybe you want to probably take the approach of a FHA loan. And you can do those with 3% down, 3.5% down, so to give you a break. Now, depending on status, if you're in the military, you can get a VA loan as well, and probably put minimum down. These are all good scenarios as far as out-of-pocket expense when you go to purchase something like that. Now, I've been told that when you're dealing with some type of multifamily unit, it's a little easier to get approved with the multifamily versus a traditional home. Now, you have to do your own research on that, but I heard that's the case. Midterm rentals, I'm not sure you're familiar with this, but they are units that people stay in that's over 30 days and a little less than a year. We have units that people stay in 3 to 6 months at a time. And they're professionals as far as people that's out for work or nurses. That's one of the areas we kind of cater to. And they do very well as far as, passive income and the condition, how they leave these properties. In a few minutes, we're going to showcase a few properties we have in a downtown area that we use for our nurses and professionals. As far as numbers goes, when you're doing some type of rental like that, let's go over some general numbers. If you're going to finance something, let's say the unit costs about $300,000, and the mortgage, PTI, with your principal, insurance, and taxes, you're looking at about $2,200, and you can rent the other side for $2,000. So you're out of pocket $200. That's pretty cheap as far as rental expense. I'm not sure if you get anything this day and time for $200 for a place to stay or lay your head. So, you have a property that's going to appreciate, and then you're living based upon $200 a month. That's pretty good. Now, it all depends the approach of you supplying furniture for this place. Now, we do midterm rentals, so we supply everything. We do utilities, we do Wi-Fi, we do the furnish the place, everything. All they do is come to the property with their clothes, and they leave with their clothes, and they leave the property in good condition. That's a really good thing about that. A lot of times people make this assumption that when you have tenants, they're going to tear the place up. But no, if you follow a system, like I said in the other videos, you can make sure that's a win-win for you and your tenant. I consult with a CPA, but it's a lot of deductions, tax deductions that you can have when you're dealing with rentals. Repairs, the mortgage, the interest, the property tax, all that stuff. But you need to consult with your CPA about that just to make sure that you're handling that the right way. But all types of benefits you have when you're doing real estate. So a lot of times when people accumulate wealth and they're doing other things, they use properties or real estate to kind of deduct and balance their finances out, so they don't have to pay as much in taxes. On a tour of a few of our properties we manage and we design, they kind of showcase what type of lifestyle you can have with a multi-family unit. Because sometimes people think that, okay, a duplex is going to be some type of, basic place to stay and I'm not going to feel comfortable. No. In this day and time, you can deck a place out to where you're very comfortable with living there. Like I said before, when we got married, I wish we would take that same approach versus buying a single family home, because we've been further ahead. However, it is what it is. It's not too late. You can do the same thing. A few properties here. As you can see, this is a downtown area. We're about 5 or 10 minutes from the downtown area, so it works for us as far as the units we manage. And if we look over here, this is inside of a loft. And before, this was a duplex, but it wasn't a loft. It had some high ceilings, so my wife, who pretty much, kind of laid out the place, decided to make it a loft, and it worked out very well. She made a loft and it worked out very well. So as you can see, it's open space. It's a bed downstairs and it's another bed upstairs in the loft. Kitchen is downstairs. Laundry area, pretty small. We usually do stack units as far as the laundry rooms, just to kind of help with the spacing. And then if we walk a little bit over to right over here, you have the walk-in shower. as well as the standard tub and shower combo. It's pretty spacious, and I believe that our approach to this, or Lindsay's approach with this design, she wanted to make it handicap accessible. So that's maybe something you want to consider if you're looking to get one design, because you can broaden your market of people who's going to stay there, especially if you're going to do a short-term rental. Here's another one. As you can tell, this is the outside of the unit. You can't really tell. It's a duplex, one door, one on one side, another door on the other side. But when you walk into that particular unit, I showcased this one on the other video. It's just, 600-700 square feet. In most cases, when people come to stay in these units, they don't need a lot of space. They're just trying to lay their head down. They don't need a lot of space. They're just trying to get some rest and go to work. And that's their pretty much routine every day. Get rest, go to work, and want to make sure they're in a safe environment. And as you can see with that particular unit, it's pretty straightforward. If you walk through the front door, when you look inside, you can see straight through. And that works in our benefit and for their benefit, because it's a simple place to navigate. It's not a maze. Think about it. If you have a single woman or a man staying someplace and it's just him traveling, why would they need a 3-bedroom, 4-bedroom house? Studio works well. So that's one of our niches, and if you want more information about that, we'll be glad to assist you in one of our programs to help you get started. But no, this is, I think, perfect for anyone that's looking to get into real estate, either if you're going to stay there and make it your primary residence, or you want to get your foot in the door as far as being an investor. You can't beat it. But like, share, subscribe, and we're going to post some more videos to help you out with your rental success. Talk to you soon.